budget to June 2025. That the 24 budget will function to June 2025. Oh, okay.
That is worth looking forward to. Yes, I think he has good plans. Our president, our Baba Tinubu, he has good plans. Yes, and I hope there will be no psychophancy, wrangled into it.
And I also believe that he has factored in those things, those encumbrances that always kill such lofty dreams, such lofty ideals, such lofty ambitions. I hope he has factored in all those things that will tend to make it impossible, and not just those things, those individuals, those unpatriotic Nigerians that want all of us to continue suffering. So, well, good one, ambitious one again, I would say. And extending the life of 2024 budget to June 2025. Well, that's almost till the middle of next year. Well, I guess they have their plans.
Yes, they have their plans.
I wish him all the best, and I wish Nigerians all the best.
Now, this one says, talking about elections now, there is a comparison story here. Presidential elections between Nigeria and Ghana. 7 reasons BVAS may never work in Nigeria, according to one investigation. Haven't we used BVAS before?
I'm wondering, is it not working? And are we not having well, not perfect, but
yes, at least
electoral process?
Yes, that is what I'm wondering. When I saw the report, let me quickly go through what this report is saying. The growing concern in some quarters over the inability of Nigeria's Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to conduct free, fair, and credible elections again gained gravitas last week in the wake of Ghana's successful presidential elections. Without prejudice to the introduction of technology, that is card reader and co, by the Professor Atahiru Jega-led INEC, which conducted the general elections of 2011 and 2015, and the outcomes of those elections, Nigerians have already expressed disappointment at the elections conducted in 2019 and 2023, as evidenced by the barrage of pre-post-election litigations. Well, is it litigations that they used to, judge maybe any system of voting works or not? And you are saying 7 reasons why BVAS may never work in Nigeria. Maybe they are saying it had worked, maybe to some extent before, during former elections, and maybe it may never work again. I don't know the basis of their investigation.
Bimbo, the only people that would say BVAS has not worked in Nigeria are those that lose at the polls. The political parties, anytime they lose, they criticize the process, they condemn the process, they say BVAS is not working. They are the ones. So it's not Nigerians, like this write-up is saying. It's not Nigerians that have condemned them because, like I said, the process is not yet perfect, but we have an improvement. I mean, for goodness sake, even the IREV system where you can begin to see the results of the election right from the polling units. I think that indeed is a landmark. It has made the rigging more difficult. And like I always say, the only thing we have to tackle right now regarding the electoral process, the major challenge now is vote buying, inducement of voters. And of course, the authorities know what to do about that, aside from doing the necessary by reining in or bringing the full weight of the law to bear on the perpetrators. Let's also work harder at improving the economy. Hunger is what is driving people to want to be induced when it's time for elections. So, well, I don't know. Like you also said, I don't know how they came up with this their conclusion, this their submission. Several reasons BVAS may never work in Nigeria. But illegal hawking of Naira notes, we won't spare airing banks. That's coming from the CBN governor. Well, Mr. Cardoso, action.
Yes, it has been. It has been repeated. I think we had that. I think sometimes last week, and it is being repeated again. Well, let's see the action. And
illegal hawking of Naira notes seems to be almost as holders time.
Yes.
It has gone on for so long, and well, I don't know if a cabal has also been formed out of this, involving powerful Nigerians that cannot be. You know, when we have things like this, and then from the taproot, it keeps getting stronger and stronger until it becomes an oak. Then you can be sure that there are certain powerful elements involved. But the CBN governor has promised that they won't be sparing these banks now, and yes, and they should move in on them as soon as possible. Drama as Access Recovery Committee storms tribunal to recover vehicle conveying PDP council. Oh, but let's see what that's all about. Drama as Access Recovery Committee storms tribunal to recover vehicle conveying PDP council. I guess that has to do with an election tribunal somewhere, and maybe that vehicle is one of the vehicles that you know, the usual thing. The new government comes in place and they declare several government vehicles missing away by the major actors of the previous administration.
Yes.
There was a mild drama on Wednesday in Benin. It's Benin, Edo State capital, as members of the State Government Access Recovery Committee stormed the 2024 Edo Governorship Election Petitions Tribunal to recover a bus owned by the state government. The vehicle, which is a 32-seater coaster bus, conveyed the councils to the People's Democratic Party to the tribunal, sitting in the premises of the Edo High Court. Some members of the recovery committee had, in the morning before the session of the tribunal, attempted to recover the vehicle. The committee said the bus was one of the assets taken away by some officials of the immediate past administration of Godwin Obaseki. According to sources, the committee later reached an accord with the occupants, who were majorly senior lawyers, that the bus would be returned once it took them back to their destinations. Drama, however, ensued when the committee members reneged after the sitting and sought to forcefully recover the bus. The action later degenerated to fisticuffs among the occupants of the bus and some members of the committee. Oh, fisticuffs. They said the bus was conveying mostly senior lawyers. So is that the senior lawyers engaged in a brawl? The Assets Recovery Committee. And looks to me like what happened here. Members of the committee overstepping their bounds, and to me this looks like disrupting the proceedings at the tribunal. Yes, it was after the sitting, but I think it's also an insult on the premises of the court, and trying to do that at the court
premises.
And didn't the committee know where the bus was being kept? The bus was being kept somewhere, and so now, well, they said they took the intervention of the stalwarts of the All Progressive Congress, APC, and the PDP to settle the matter. But the lawyers eventually left the court in the same bus.
Yes, quite funny. Embarrassing. You know, this issue of retrieving official cars from a similar a circumstance to this. This one was retrieved from a court premises. This one retrieving from the premises of maybe a political appointee after leaving office. They always say all politicians should, or leaders or anybody that have been allotted official cars should, leave their cars behind. But most times these cars, always disappear. We won't know whether they actually, retrieve them or not. So there was this particular issue that I witnessed. There was this political appointee attached to a parastatal in Oyo State. He was given an official car, and after he left office, he took the official car away. After some months, the management now said that there is a car now. They now went. He now claimed that he will not release that car until they pay him he was appointed as a consultant.
Okay.
That he will not release his car until they pay him his balance. And the management said, what kind of balance is that? We paid you off already. First time, second time, the third time, they came with the police. to retrieve the car, and the man was, angry and threatening that yes, they will meet in court. At the end of the day, it went into the woods. Nothing happened.
That's what the man. If the man has if indeed he has a case, that's what he should have done. That's what he should have put first. In many of these cases, well, it's always the same story, especially where an opposition party has taken over the reins of government. The previous government gets accused of cutting away government property. It also happens if it's the same political party, but then there will be no force over it because
there will be a kind of understanding.
So it has happened severally. We've had cases where a particular governor, I think a northern governor now, was said to have taken away about 30 vehicles, and all the vehicles in this convoy he tried to take away. And you wonder at to what end that level of greed, I begin to wonder. There is not a single one of those vehicles that you cannot afford on your own.
Yes.
Aside, even if you don't steal, as a governor, as a former governor in Nigeria, it was the revered elder statesman, former governor of Oyo State, of the old Oyo State, Dr. Oluyole, that once said that if you are a governor, even for just
3 months,
and then he did serve for just 3 months, he said for just 3 months that you don't need to steal, but he said you will be fine for the rest of your life. Those were his exact words. He said you don't need to steal.
So not to talk about 4 years.
So not talk about when you do steal. And of course, we know many of them do steal. At least going by statistics, well, not just an assumption here, going by statistics that we have seen being put forward by the anti-graft agencies. I wish I would want to see an end to this kind of narrative, so this kind of back and forth, where the succeeding government always has something to say about what has happened to government assets under the new administration, the past administration.
Now, you remember Konwa, the union that was, established.
The splinter group
from ASU, yes. Now they are calling on Tinubu. That is the Congress of University Academics, Konwa, on Bola Tinubu, to order the payment of their 3.5 months withheld salaries, as well as 4 months of third-party deductions that have not been remitted to the appropriate quarters. Konwa, in a statement by Dr. Folashade Hunsu, the chairperson of Konwa Obafemi Awolowo University OAU branch, who is also the Southwest Zonal Coordinator, noted that financially challenged and dispirited workers should not be expected to fully engage in the task of teaching, research, and community engagement that were the mandate of lecturers. It frowned on the attitude of the federal government not obeying the ruling of the court that emphasized Konwa as an independent academic staff union in the university system. Yes, they're asking President Tinubu to pay their withheld salaries. I hope President Tinubu will listen to them anyway. Yes.
Also, this one, well, still coming from Edo State, and it looks like Governor Pebulu, the new governor in Edo State, cannot wait to get rid of some council chairmen, the 18 council chairmen that were suspended by the State House of Assembly. Yes, they were suspended by the State House of Assembly, but the chairmen are believing that it is the hands of the governor.
Okay.
This says that Edo Council Chairman Dia Okpebulu vowed to continue to expiration of tenure. Their tenure is supposed to expire in September. Let me see now. September 2026. The embattled 18 local government council chairmen and the vice chairman suspended by the Edo State House of Assembly on Tuesday for alleged gross misconduct said they would continue to carry out their elective duties pending the expiration of their tenure in September 2026. Chairman of Ohio Local Government Council, Don Newman Ubiabi, said this while addressing journalists in Benin on behalf of the Local Government Council chairman. He said the chairmen were duly elected by their various local governments in September last year, and that constitutionally they are bound to vacate office in September 2026. Ugabe said the 18 local government chairmen through their lawyer, Ogaga Obarwa and son, served on the executive governor Edo State, and the speaker Edo State asked for assembly a notice of judgment in the suit, and Honorable Ogabe and 17 others delivered by the Chief Judge of Edo State, of the Edo State High Court of Justice, wherein he granted, they listed certain orders, a declaration that Section 10.1 of the Edo State Local Government Law 2000 conflicts with the provision of Section 7.1 and 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, and thus unconstitutional, null and void, and of no effect whatsoever, to the extent that it provides that upon the first defendant's action, request or otherwise, the Edo State House of Assembly by its resolution so direct the first defendant's action to dissolve all of the democratically elected 18 local government councils of Edo State, of which the claimants are chairmen on or before the expiration and lapse of the tenure of 3 years stipulated under the said Edo State Local Government Law 2000. So suspending of the council chairman now again I ask me this question to what end? So who will be running the councils?
Of course, the HLAs are there.
But these ones are saying that they were duly elected, and then what they have been accused of sounds frivolous to me. All 18 have been accused of misconduct in subordination. Oh, really? All
of them.
Oh. We should do less of politics.
If it were, some insubordination, some stealing, some, but all of them insubordination, and well, it reads some meaning.
And if he's uncomfortable with their political leanings, well, he is also a politician. Is there no way if he can't win all of them to his side?
At least some.
At least the majority of them.
Sizable,
sizable number. And then, end bad governance protesters absolve DSS of torture while in detention. Some of the released hashtag end bad governance protesters arrested on the August 2024 nationwide protest in Kaduna, who have spoken out, have declared that their sponsor, Khalid, was never tortured while in custody of the Department of State Services, DSS, in the state. Narrating their accounts after their release, the now freed protesters insisted they were treated fairly during their stay in detention. According to one of the released protesters, Dahiru Hamza, who was from Tudunwada, Kaduna, their release followed the new DSS Director General's decision.
Yes, Senate President Godswill Akpabio is in the news again. He's saying, Godswill Akpabio, yes, he is again today. It's talking about tax reform bills, saying that those who don't understand the bills are the loudest critics. Like we said the other time, you don't know about the bills, you have not studied the bills, and you are criticizing upon nothing, upon no knowledge.
Then it is his job to make us understand. It's his job to make everyone
understand what the bills are all about.
So he shouldn't railroad the bill. He shouldn't rubber stamp the bill. He shouldn't ram it down the throats of every Nigerian. He should make those that are against the bill to understand what he said. But after all, they have also said that, especially the governors and leaders of the northern region, they said they are willing to compromise if they can understand that the bill is not going to hurt their region. And making them understand should be Mr. Akpabio's job, not the kind of blanket statement he made the other time that there is no going back, and then virtually that was what he said, and that he also countered the deputy Senate president regarding the formation of the concern of a committee to liaise with other stakeholders in working on the modalities and then making the other leaders of thought across the nation to understand the provisions of that bill.
Now, this one says, which is quite interesting, again, talking about the, plans to improve the power sector. It says, federal government plans to improve power supply with $750 million West Bank loan. That's according to what I'm seeing here. Disturbed by $750 million loan from the World Bank. Okay, yes, that is a World Bank. World Bank and the ongoing challenges in achieving steady power supply from the national grid. The federal government has shifted focus to the renewable energy sector to boost supply to education, health, agriculture, rural communities and transportation sectors. With about 80 million Nigerians estimated to be without electricity supply, the government said the e-Art project aims to deploy mini-grids to solve the energy access problems in the rural communities, thereby creating sustainable economies and reducing rural-urban drift in Nigeria. The government, as part of this strategy, has also earmarked another $700 million from the African Development Bank, AFDB, to fund the Desert to Power project, which seeks to harness the abundant sunlight in the northern region of the country to generate renewable energy for communities. Well, that is what we always hear. And yes, we'll talk about this after this timeout.
Wait, don't be more Guinness be that.
Him na.
Sure, this label different oh. It go fine with the new red counters. We sit down cool on top.
Bam! Your head dead there. Malta Guinness don't wear ogbonge new look now.
Na so, your jolly Malta Guinness don't wear new look now. And the taste still bam well. No dull yourself oh. Malta Guinness don't wear new look. And at the same better goodness they inside. Malta Guinness, share goodness every day.
Conversation.
Right, we're back, and it's good to know you are still there. Right, Bimbo, a tragic one in the city of Ibadan yesterday. Very sad story, loss of lives, and many were injured in that. A very, like I said, a very sad incident that occurred.
Especially young people.
And very near us here, at the Islamic High School in Bashorun. Over 30 fair dead, scores injured at Ibadan Children Farm Fair tragedy. Organizers already in custody won't go unpunished if found culpable. That's coming from Governor Sheyi Makinde. Over 30 people, mostly children, were reportedly dead on Wednesday following a stampede which occurred at the venue of a planned end-of-the-year children program in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. The event, which was scheduled to hold at the Islamic High School Bashorun, was aborted as a result of the incident. It was gathered that the organizers of the program had planned to host 5,000 children during the fun fair, where they were expected to receive gift items. Now, following the announcement of the event by the organizers, some of the children and their parents were said to have slept overnight, at the venue in order to be able to benefit from the goodies. Apart from those that slept at the venue, it was also gathered that buses had started conveying children and their parents to the school as early as 5 a.m. so that they could be the first set of people to get to the venue. The developments made the number of the people expected at the fun fair to overshoot the expected number of about 5,000. This made a large number of people to struggle to gain entrance. It was in that process that the stampede occurred, reportedly leading to the mass death. It was reliably gathered that immediately after the stampede in the morning, no fewer than 20 bodies were retrieved from the premises. And the PRO of the UCH, University College Hospital, Mrs. Fumi Adejuigbe, confirmed that 5 bodies were brought into the hospital dead, and however, some hours later, it was also learned that another 15 were confirmed dead at the hospital, and no fewer than 60 children were said to have been injured and taken to different hospitals in the metropolis. And there's a reaction from the state government. I think Governor Makinde ordered the arrest of the organizers of the program. And the State Commissioner for Information, Prince Dotun Oyelade, he talked about the swift response of the state government mobilizing a rapid response team following the breaking of the incident. He said the incident was a private one, as the state government was not involved in the planning and organization of the program. Neither was the Ministry of Health requested to provide any logistics to support the children's end of the year fun fair. And then, while appreciating the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Oluyole Ajetumobi, for immediately activating all available response teams to provide assistance at the scene of the incident, Prince Oyelade said the state government will do all in its power to stand by the victims of the unfortunate incident through this trying period. Now, some children are said to be still missing as we speak. And, well, the commissioner indicated that they are currently awaiting a detailed report from the Commissioner of Police to clarify the total number of victims in the incident. Now, the Prince Oyelade said parents who are concerned about the whereabouts of their children are ought to check the following medical facilities in Ibadan, where children affected were taken for proper medical attention with valid means of identification. Well, Partners Hospital, Bashono, Western Hospital, Bashono, Ring Road State Hospital, Moli Specialist Hospital, University College Hospital, UCH. Again, Partners Hospital, Bashono, Western Hospital, Bashono, Ring Road State Hospital, Moli Specialist Hospital, and University College Hospital, UCH. So, for parents who are still looking for their missing children, you could check any of these hospitals according to the state government. Yes,
it was a rather unfortunate incident. I was there. The deputy governor was also there to on the spot assessment of what happened, and he even blamed the organizers for not, partnering with the police. The police were they were not informed that such things will happen. I mean, such event will take place. And so the deed had been done, before the police, the civil defense, the Amotekun came in. But the deputy governor, Barrister Bayo Lawal, said the state government, he will ensure that the state government, with the committee that has been set up now, will get to the root of the matter.
I think it was all due to poor
organization.
Well, the organizers, maybe they had arrangements in place to cope with that 5,000 people, but then the mistake there was that they shouldn't have envisaged that it is exactly 5,000 that will come. There was an announcement
on radio,
that these people people should come, and we're not on our own radio station.
No,
on the private radio station. People should come. And well, they said they were expecting 5,000 people. Then those 5,000 people are not specified. So they should have expected that the number will be more. But then the deed has been done, and our deepest sympathies to the families of those
that died.
And well, it's so unfortunate. And it's not the first time that this kind of funfair has been organized. And well, it's just unfortunate that this happened. And again, our sympathies to the families of the departed.
Yes, and this one says 2 arrested over killing of 8-year-old boy in Delta, and police pathologist stresses need for data collection in intelligence gathering. Yes, that is quite necessary during any intelligence gathering. Yes, need for data collection. It will help their investigations all the time. One dead, motorist stranded in Lagos Ibadan Expressway auto crashes. Well, it is not uncommon along the Lagos Ibadan Expressway. God help the commuters and all those that are plying the roads almost every time.
NAFDAC allows Nigerians to sale of counterfeit Podex tablets. The National Agency for Food and Drugs Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has alerted the public to the sale and distribution of counterfeit or Paludex tablets and suspensions across Nigeria. In a statement on its X handle, NAFDAC said that the Paludex accidental lumefantrine tablets 8 mg/480 mg were manufactured by Impact Pharmaceutical Limited, number 33A/33B, Standard Industrial Layout, Ebene, Enugu, Lagos State. He said that the counterfeit drugs were being marketed by MD Life Sciences Limited, Ebene Industrial Layout, also in Enugu State. Well, according to the report, the statement disclosed that NAFDAC also found in circulation a Paludex artemether lumefantrine dry powder for oral suspension, 180 mg/1080 mg for pediatric use. So NAFDAC has alerted Nigerians to the sale of the counterfeit of these products.
Well, that is yes, that is at least some achievements. Now, talking about crimes now, like we read recently in some papers that some foreigners, were arrested for some crimes that were committed, and linked to some Nigerians. Now, the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, said yesterday that many foreigners possess Nigerian passports, causing global embarrassment and wrongful attribution of crimes to the country's citizens. Tunji-Ojo, who stated this in an interview on the Morning Show, a program on a private TV station, said the prevalence of foreigners holding Nigerian passports had made pre-data documentation necessary, saying the integrity of the country's passport could be not fully relied upon. He said passports must be easily accessible by citizens, adding that they served as vital security and sovereign documents of the country. Most crimes pinned to Nigerians abroad committed by foreigners. Yes, talking about passports. How did they get about the passports? Did they just fall from the heavens, or?
Exactly the same question I'm asking. So that is what the minister should
address.
Social media, helpful but significant risk for mental health suicide. That's coming from a mental health specialist, Professor Adesomi Akinsulore. I hope I got that right. Akinsulore, okay. Has cautioned that while social media can be helpful for self-expression and connection in daily life, there are also significant risks to mental health and suicide, particularly from cyberbullying, sleep deprivation, and social comparison. He was speaking at the Still Waters Mental Health Foundation Summit, featuring the theme, Navigating the Storm, unraveling the intricacies of suicide among students. At the Ladoke Akitara University of Technology, Ogumosho, and I'm Professor Akinsulore, characterized social media and technology as a double-edged sword with detrimental effects that include encouraging suicidal behavior and creating unrealistic expectations. I deliberated to this story because of our youths, Nigerian youths, and all the wrong uses that they tend to put the social media to, which could aggravate what the professor is warning about here. Social media, wonders of technology, wonders of creativity, and that is what we should be exploring. I think there should be ways that the youth can be encouraged, and I guess that should involve all of us now, maybe through enlightenment programs. The appropriate agencies should take this up and encourage the youth to make the most of the wonders of science through social media and the modern information communication technology to better their lives. And it shouldn't be the other edge of the sword that will be applying to the Nigerian youth now.
Yes, this one says landing costs of petrol drops to 970 naira per litre, according to marketers, as crude prices drops to $73 per barrel. Well, maybe we'll be seeing little improvements, in the oil sector, talking about prices of petrol, diesel, and those at the end of the day. Yes, we'll take on some calls. 0055009850 or 07055551985. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Tola, Mr. Bimbo.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Mr. John calling from Oluyole.
Good to have you, sir.
On the issue of...
Oh, Mr. John, do well to call us back. That's from your end. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Prince Adelene, and I'm calling from Bumoso.
Good to have you, Prince.
Now, I want to firstly sympathize with the family of those that lost their lives in that ugly and nasty experience that happened in Ibadan yesterday. I will have blamed the organizer, because if you organize a program and you expect 5,000 people, believe me, 10,000 will be in attendance. Because of the situation we find ourselves in this country, hungry is there, unemployment is there. People will come anywhere they hear the issue of these people say to something that involves food. People will be there. So I want to advise any other people that might want to organize such a program in the nearest future. They should take that factor into cognizance. Then secondly, I commend the effort of the president for enabling this present year budget to concept the middle of next year. If you are very good in economy, you will know that the future of this country will good. And as for next year, I believe God will do wonder in this country. Let's continue to pray for him. Have a good day at work.
Thank you very much.
08055009850 07055551985. Those are the numbers to call.
Yes, yes, and the program. Yes, the program is still conversation. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr.
Michael calling from Olomi Kingdom.
Good to have you.
Yes, sir. God bless you. Yes, sir. I want to speak on the 2025 budget presentation by Mr. President yesterday. That Mr. President is assuring that inflation will be reduced to 50% with the 2025 budget. Yes, talk is cheap and talk is free. So I want Mr. President to walk his talk, even if it's possible that the inflation will be reduced to digit number inflation. It will be very, very good. So if it is reduced to 15% from 40% that it is now, it is still okay. So we are expecting, as really said from Ogumosho, that means we are expecting a better Nigeria by His grace. Yes, about the let the full security and security of life and property, because the IES budget is for security. So let there be security, full security of life and property. I read the story of that happened in Islamic high school yesterday, and I believe the organizer of that program is ex-wife of Oni of Ife. So the president of Oni of Ife, I think, is ex-wife, and that the organizers have been arrested. I don't know how far that is true, but my condolences to do that, Lord, their life in the incident. God bless you. Enjoy your day.
All right,
Thank you very much.
Mr. Ojo Michael. So regarding the matter of inflation dropping to 15% in 2025, that would also mean cheaper goods and services will go to the economy, the improvement in the economy. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Tola and Bimbo.
Good morning, sir.
Peace of the Lord be with you. May the peace of the Lord be with all peace-loving Nigerians.
Amen.
And no matter the beauty of budget, no matter the ideas and the goodies that are promised, this issue of corruption is a monster that must be killed. Without getting rid of corruption or reducing it to minimal level, every plan, every idea thing that we plan for will be destroyed by corruption. Let the government, the federal government, take the bull by the horns, deal with corruption. God save Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. 080-5500-9850 and then 070-5555-1985. That's the number to call this morning.
Yes, this one says, okay, let's pick these calls.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Tola. Good morning, Mr. Bimbo. I'm Gideon from
Good morning.
We sympathize with the families of those that lost their lives yesterday in the Panama. It was very tragic. I mean, out of everything that is happening in this country, we shouldn't be, be involved in these things again. And I think one thing is, I blame the people here, the organizers and the government. The people in the sense that the content people, contented with what you have, not contentment. One thing is, whatever you have, don't go and look for free peace again anywhere. There's no free peace anywhere. On the government part, the police, I think this government should have contacted the police and all that to prevent such occurrence. To prevent such occurrence from happening. But it has happened. I think the next time we shouldn't be having conversation then on the government issue. One thing is, when we come on here and talk, we come on here and some people say we lament every day. Now, you can see the examples of poverty in this country. See the example of stubbornness in this country. The country is degenerating, and there is so much hunger in the land. So when we come and you come and present budget and say budget of this thing, and keep getting more work. It's the result of them. What happened yesterday was as a result of economic hardship in the country. I was going back yesterday and I saw people that were they said they are going to Islamic. I don't know why. They said that. It was then I knew that I was just saying into my brain. But you see, we got them and the leaders of these leaders recorded there. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, I believe the organizers of that program actually meant well. They wanted to bring relief to people in their own little way. But it is unfortunate that this happened.
It turned out this way.
The result of poor organization on their part. Well.
Hello, Mr. Bimbo.
Good morning.
Well, my condolences to the people who lost loved ones yesterday in Ibadan. Well, we will continue to say this again and again. Death is cheap in this country. All you need to do is organize one or two things in the name of giving people one or two things. Then you see a lot of people died. This will happen and it will happen again. It's not that not in Nigeria's case again, because we don't learn from anything that happens that brings negative impact. We don't learn from it. So we just pray God rest the soul of those who lost their lives. Secondly, on the budget, like our class captain rightly said, Baba Didayo, Well, in those days, we used to count budget as something very important. Instead, in those days, you stayed glued to your TV to hear lane by lane how the budget will be read. But now nobody pay attention because if it's not padded, either it's not the budget will not be implemented to even up to 40%. When you look at the budget of they give it to education, that is when you will know the country is not a serious country. The president said by next year inflation rate will be 15%. Let's be hopeful. For me, I believe in someone who has an idea of what he wants to do, but in the tools, the people to help him actualize that dream, they are not there. That is the truth. You can't be an island. You must have people who think the way you think, who see the way you see. But people around him doesn't see the way people see. That is why I said there's no tunnel anywhere. And mark my word, the man is trying to build a tunnel, but there is no helper to help him build that tunnel. Is this all this about you are not this minister? Everybody just looking for what to eat. Enjoy your day, sir. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Well, I hope Mr. President thought this out very well before making that statement at the presentation of the budget to the joint session of National Assembly, because people are going to ask next year. People, perchance this doesn't come to pass, people are going to ask questions and are going to remind him that this is what you said. Hello, good morning.
Sorry, sir. It's Ojo Michael once again, sir.
Okay.
Yes, I don't expect this project to be jack up. So our parliamentary, our Senate and the House of Rep members shouldn't judge the budget up at all. It should remain as it is. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, quickly, just one more call.
025500985. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Oh, sorry, we can't hear you. Let's still squeeze in one more. Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. My name is Oluyole. I'm calling from Bodiga.
Good to have you.
Thank you. Yeah, regarding the stampede issue that happened in Ibadan yesterday, it's a sad one. I passed in front of that previous and I was like, is this how jobless people are in this country? Is it that poverty level has gotten to this level in this country? Though we all are feeling it, but at the same time, I wasn't expecting that much turnout. Because, I felt so bad seeing children, even some children were sitting at the edge of the gutter yesterday, and I was like, where are their parents? I think the organizers could have done better, and I am sure, I want to believe that the organizer didn't mean evil, they didn't mean it, they didn't want it to come out like that, for everything to end like that. Yes, one of the organizers was taken out of that premises right in front of me. When I saw this person, he was not wearing clothes again, and I was like, you understand? So I think next time security agencies should be much on ground, and God will help us in this country. It shows that the level of poverty in this country is on the outside. May God help us, and I sympathize with those that lost their children.
Thank you very much.
No,
thank you.
Again, we also extend our sympathies to the families of the deceased.
Yes.
Right, we have to go. Right, check time is 7:30, and been an interesting time of conversation. We'll be back same time tomorrow morning, God willing. My name is Tola Teriba.
And my name is Bimbo Akombi. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy your day.
98.5.